David, talk about the different kinds of mushrooms that you have and the health benefits specifically of either mushrooms through your cooking or through a dietary supplement.
One of the major distinctions between our health food line of product and our culinary line of product is that, give you a little background on the life cycle of a mushroom. The analogy is if you eat an apple, you have seed inside the apple, you bite on it, you spit it out. And that's what the tree wants you to do. The apple tree is, the seed would grow another apple, but it make the apple so enticing that you would eat it. The mushroom is the same thing. But mushroom does it a little differently because they have to send the spore out. The incidence of the spore landing on the right location is very rare. So they form millions and millions of spores, whereas the apple with just a few seeds. So when you're eating a mushroom, it's like eating an apple. But the apple comes from the apple tree. Apple trees stand there for years. But they stand there, they do photosynthesis through the leaf, acquire food. They would excrete metabolites to defend against insects, fungal infection, bacterial infection. So it's a vegetative stage that they have to protect themselves. And then each year they would give you a few apples, and then the species would be perpetuated. So the apple actually hijack human being to take care of them, right? So the same thing with mushroom. Mushroom come from, the tree of mushroom basically is the mycelium. The mycelium is like a moldy material. If you have a piece of stale bread, you see some mold, fuzzy, hair-like mats of material growing. That's the mycelium. So in nature, what happened is the mycelium would be growing under the forest floor, on the duff material from the tree, leaf droppings, and if you turn some leaf over, you see some white mat material. Those are the mycelium. So the mycelium is really occupy about 95% of the life cycle of the organism. They keep expanding the territory, and each year they will sprout a few mushrooms out to send the spore, so they would guarantee the species is perpetuated. So during that stage, what happened is they would express a lot of metabolites, and those metabolites are used for, the primary metabolites are for physiological functions, like digestion of food, and then they also express a lot of secondary metabolites. And the secondary metabolites are material to defend against competition. So they would have a lot of viruses and bacteria and insects and other things that they want to fend off. So those are the metabolites we want to capture in our product. So we're focusing on the tree, not so much on the apple. Okay. We're focusing on the mycelium, not so much on the mushroom. Because at the stage of the mushroom is reproductive stage. We want to really focus on the vegetative stage where they produce a lot of metabolites. Okay. And that's what we try to capture.